Hello. I want to say good morning, but it's good afternoon or good evening, depending when you're watching this. So it's like my first week today that I've left my job. Extremely surreal. I'm extremely proud of myself for burning the boats to take the island mentality. I left my job in order as well to focus on training for the show. I've not got a space on the show, but I am acting ready, so I don't have to get ready. And I just want to talk about now the importance of this type of attitude. So for me, I've been practicing mock tests. This is my mental hurdle. Everyone will have different mental hurdles on any journey. The interviews, not a problem for me. Obviously, I've been vlogging and everything for so long, and I know who I am completely. So, and because I know who I am and I own who I am, answering questions isn't a problem for me. At the end of the day, it is just 10 slots really for women on there, just 10 opportunities, and if that's not meant for me, then it's just not meant for me, and that's it. But from my point of view, I will do everything I can. So I was doing 8 weeks, I think 8 weeks of mock tests, 8 weeks, right? I split the mock tests up as well, just to double down on that comfortability, because it was something that I really fucking struggled with. And I can remember when I did the casting day in 2019, how I just felt like such a deer in headlights. I felt overwhelmed. I didn't feel like I belonged there. I looked at other people. I really let like some people in the room really just make me feel like I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't worthy, that they was definitely going to get the slot, I wasn't going to get this, all this stuff. Where this time, I am just so fucking adamant that I'm bringing SAS Who Dares Wins Katie in to the room, period. So I did, 7 or 8, I can't remember how many weeks I just said, but I've done that amount, okay? And every time where I've done the mock tests, I've just felt really nervous, really nervous and just, sweaty, can't be able to breathe and stuff like that. But still, even though I've wanted to quit a lot, even during it, especially the 1.5 mile runs, I've wanted to quit so much. But I never quit once. I always made it to the end, regardless. I always gave my best effort. And, I was talking to my life coach, and I was just like, no, on the day I'm walking into that room and I'm adamant. I've mentally in my head, I've pushed that old Katie away. And my whole brain, every part of my brain, even the monkey part, is just like, no, this is logical. We feel it. Nothing will take that sense of belonging, that I deserved it, that I've worked my ass off for it when I get there. Nothing, not even me. And my coach said, you can feel that now. So when I've done my mock tests, I feel it now. I feel SAS Who Dares Wins Katie every time I go to do, one of the tests. Of course, and I'm just like, of course we do this. And the only mental struggle I have to do is the actual test when I'm doing it. That is it. And it's so much fucking easier for myself. So I just want to challenge you, is if you've put in all the work, when are you going to allow yourself to walk into that version of yourself? When are you going to allow it? Are you waiting for a magical day? It's time to decide that day has come, and you just got to walk into it, because your brain will allow you to feel that nervous energy for as long as you let it. And that's going to make testing and everything else so much harder for yourself. So, you've got to get out your own way. Same as I had to get out my own way. And, just understand beating yourself up is never the answer, because if you think I'm not good enough yet, or I'm not good enough, or this ain't good enough, what's the point? Those thoughts will trigger actions that will then create those results, because you're like, oh, well, here's the evidence. You are exactly on time. Your time is impeccable. And you're just not there yet, period. But you need to decide when you're going to walk into that version of yourself. So I hope it helped. I hope, I pay a lot for my life coach. But it was something that I needed, because it was just like, wow, I've done all these weeks of training. When am I going to allow myself to be that person? And literally overnight, I changed. And I brought SAS, Who Dares Wins KD, to every one of my mock tests. And I was so focused. And it was so much easier. It was still hard, but it was easier because I allowed it to make it easier. Because my brain, all parts of it, logically was just like, we've done the work. Now we enjoy it. Now we get to feel that version of KE. Hope it helps. I'm obviously, as everything goes on, I'm not gonna like walk through every single thing I do. I will be showing all my training, but again, I'm gonna slot or anything like that. But I just think it's important, you know, to show the training, even for, you know, my story in the future as well. I think it'd be nice, and for people that come behind me that, you know, want to do it. At least it will speed up the journey for them. So, see ya.